So I got to talk to you about all the great accomplishments that you've been doing, and I just got to rap with you anyway because you grandpa.
Oh,
so we need that wisdom that grandpa has.
Wow, you a whole 58, but you calling me a grandpa. I'm still in my 20s.
Everybody needs a little bit of advice from grandpa. So I'm basically sitting at the table asking you to share some wisdom with us young folks.
How do you say us? That was very
emphasis on the us.
You guys, I know you're not supposed to say a woman's age, but I need y'all to understand. She half a century in this game talking to me about young. Oh my gosh, she got 13 gray hairs on one twist. She got her hair twisted. Got 13 gray hairs.
Come on, man.
I'm just a solid 28 right now. But I'm blessed enough to say I'm 28. So
that is a blessing.
Yeah, for sure. Like, a lot of us don't make it to this age, especially as like black people, black men. So to be able to do that and to do it in a form of, this level of being able to freely walk outside and not have to worry about harassment or anything, or to be able to like make sure your family's kind of good and straight. Like, yeah, I'm happy to be 28. Like, I lost my friend, actually last year. Like, God bless the dead to Clark, but I lost my friend, he didn't get to see 28. So for me to be 28, I'm extremely, extremely blessed to do that.
That's real.
So
speaking of which, like working in these spaces that have less minorities or less people of our representation, how does that work for you?
It's interesting because it's like I can agree. I don't see a lot of, I won't say I won't see a lot of the minority. I don't see a lot of the minority at my age bracket.
Right.
They're definitely more like, and it's nothing wrong about them being older than me. It's just like you normally meet them like 35, 34, 33-ish.
Yeah.
And this is the type of people that I'm sitting in a room with. But I've been doing this, I guess on this level since I was 25. So there's been a lot of mistakes and things of that nature. But it's always refreshing to see us for sure in it. But honestly, I've gotten to the point, like, I don't even care what race you are. If you're great at your thing, I'm a fan. Like, I want to be a fan of, I want to be a fan of you. I want to learn from you. And that's just kind of the energy I'm always on when I'm in these things. So I guess it's very unique to see it in our hometown, though. I can say that for sure. I don't know. I really, not to downplay anybody, I don't really feel like I know a lot of people from, or currently in our city that's doing the same thing that I'm doing, but I'm not acting like I don't know anybody, but yeah. I won't say honestly, it's probably more than like 3 people that I could probably think of off the top of my head.
That's true.
So it's very unique to be that.
I got you. So what you working on that's super unique that 3 people in the city might be working on?
I'm not working. It's weird. So like, check it out. Like, I'm not really working with a lot of people in the city currently. Not because I don't have any issues with the city. Like, I love Chattanooga. Like, I'm so thankful for Chattanooga. Chattanooga made me who I am. Yeah. But it's just like some of the creatives, I'm starting to realize like they want to work with me so they can boost their careers. And it's more transactional on their end versus my end.
Like here locally, it's not local love?
It's local. I'm not saying it's not local love. I'm saying like, okay, let's say, who you want to go by? You want to go by Marcherie, Grandma, or Sam today? Who you want to be? Who you want to be?
Whoever you want to call.
All right, so it's like Granny. Check it out. We want to work with you, Granny. And you like, cool, I want to work with y'all.
Yeah.
But their whole business strategy is for them to win.
Okay.
None about you getting the
No advantage for you.
Yeah, it's like they ain't talking money. They talk about opportunity. It's like as much as opportunity is great, opportunity ain't keeping my bills paid. So It's like, and I'm blessed enough to where I got opportunities. Like, I got Nike execs that follow me. I got, some well-accomplished Chicago followers following me. Like artists following me. Like, I got a couple celebs. Like, it is what it is. A couple New York men shaking some moves, though. So it's like,
Tell them, Grandpa,
I'm making something shake. Grandpa. I work for a company that's doing very well currently. So it's like, that being said, I have those eyes. I guess it's kind of more frustrating to be like, dang, like, you don't sit there and think like, this is for both of us, or is it really just I'm hot and you trying to like take that type of energy? Now, I'm not saying everybody's like that by no means. Like, I love working with Chris P. Like, that's like, he's become like a brother to me.
That's
and like we definitely work on our designs for his mixtape covers and album covers and EP covers. Like, I enjoy having that outlet. But like, I know some people just throughout life has just always been like, see me as kind of me and my cousin Juice as a meal ticket. And so it's kind of taxing at times. I can say that transparently. And if I get backlash from it, it is what it is. I ain't losing no sleep. I'm blessed enough to say I'm working with the Lookout, so
yeah,
I don't care.
I got you. So tell us a little bit more about what you're working on with the Lookouts. And I say that because you got your Lookout cap on right now.
Yo, I'm in the city.
You had us, repping everybody, was posting you and it manifested. So what's going on?
That was a 3-year master plan, truthfully. Like as much as it was completely organic for sure, and it was a divine energy. Like God was moving that.
Yeah.
But I can honestly say this was 3 years meditated. Like back when I was working for an NFL player in Miami, we went to Nike campus. We were blessed enough to get invited to Nike campus. So we went to Nike campus and like my whole idea was, you guys, we gotta wear our Lookouts hats. It's like, even if they don't remember our name, they're gonna remember what city we're from. Because we're gonna look like a unification type of thing. And like, as we all know, like Lookouts is like the staple kind of thing for Chattanooga.
Right.
And if you were born here and lived here longer than a year, you got some type of Lookout story, even if you was at a game or not a game.
Yeah.
So we would just bring these hats up there and we was wearing them and stuff like that. And I'm not acting like people weren't wearing it back home. I don't want people to get discredited and feel like that's not happening.
Yeah.
People definitely was making moves, but me and my cousin was definitely making that move outside of the city. And like literally leaving like Lookout hats on Nike campus to where literally you can go on campus today and certain people got Lookout hats. So you were seeing Lookout hats in Portland, you were seeing Lookout hats like elsewhere. So it started from there, and I told Juice, I was like, because we was working for the NFL player and working for Scout at the time, which was an old clothing brand, a clothing store at the time, retail experience actually. So we were just like, yo, it'd be fire if we could like get a Lookouts collab with Scout, and that's what the plan was. We was gonna just figure out how to do that, but we knew that we needed to look like unification. So me and Juice started having a lot of Lookout hats on and pictures. So then it got to the point where we was just like hunting down different Lookout snapbacks and things of that nature. And to fast forward it without like dragging the story out too much, just like building that visual identity. So when people see me, it didn't look uncomfortable to see me in the Lookouts hat because they was already knowing I was repping.
Gotcha.
So then when the time came to really like make this thing shake, I just kind of designed a whole bunch of stuff out that I was going to naturally give Scout, but Scout just kind of like, we went our separate ways. And I was just like, yo, I could just do this on my own. So I kind of like, in the course of a week and a half, came up with a plan. I'm gonna have everybody hit up this Instagram. Like Lookout's Instagram, because I feel like a lot of people didn't know about it, and I feel like at the end of the day it's like a protest. You may know the subject is a situation, you may know there's a problem, but when everybody's telling you it's a problem, you bound to listen to somebody.
Right.
When it's one thing when one person says it, but it's another thing when you got a whole city behind you saying it.
Right.
Now you got to sit down and at least listen. So that was my whole idea, was just have everybody hit the Lookouts account. Everybody did that, and they hit me up in like I think 30 minutes. But I just wanted people to keep harassing me. I wanted them to know, like, yo, y'all sleeping. So we set up the thing, and then like a month later, I had a meeting with them, and we secured the project. So the Lookouts collab is coming officially. We're just going through a couple of regulations and things, such as like, just making sure it's getting approved by the minor league association and stuff like that.
Okay.
But like samples turned in, designs are turned in. First thing, I don't know if I'm on record allowed to say, but the first thing is kind of fire. It's traditional to know, if you know Myles and you see what Myles is always wearing, it makes sense to what the first item is.
Okay. That's super lit. Now, like you said, if you know Myles, so if they don't know Myles.
Like 1,012 people don't.
Yeah. Okay, so if they don't know Myles, then can you tell us a little bit more about Myles? What do you do in general?
I asked myself, my therapist asked me that the other day. What do I do? I think I just create. I think that's what I am. I think I'm just a creator. I think God moves through me in creations. Mm-hmm. Like, people will know me for the Good Time snapbacks, or honestly the Good Time clothing line. Mm-hmm. People have known me for the Scout hoodie and the things I did in Scout. People know me for my graphic design work as well. So it's like, it's kind of hard to just say what my job thing is, but I honestly would just say that I'm a natural divine creator. I would say that's probably my purpose on life, is to like inspire others by just creating. So I make a living off of just creating some cool shit here and there, I guess. Am I allowed to cuss? I didn't know if I was allowed to cuss. All right, I probably cussed like 30 times.
I just want you to be you.
Yeah, but I would say it's that. I can tell you my whole Christian Mingle bio, but honestly, it's really just that. That's what I do. That's what I do.
You've been out there a while, girl.
Yeah, for sure, I guess.
So.
Yeah, I'm a creator. I can say that.
Well, then tell us a little bit about the hats that you've been creating. The people been standing in line for 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
All in line for these hats with a G on it. Like, what? Explain this.
Check it out. I always knew these hats was gonna hit. I never knew how it was gonna hit though. Like I just knew it was gonna work. So this was a conversation when I first signed on to Good Times back in like 2020 that I was like, I definitely want to make a vintage looking snapback.
Yeah.
So that got pushed back for a long time, but at some point he finally let me just get the green light, and I kind of like created this brown and this green hat.
Yeah.
And I really took the time to like really put love into it because I've always been a fan of snapbacks.
Right.
So, people were smart, they could play it back and be like, maybe that's what he's talking about, the lookouts.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know. But
you giving them clues.
hey, I'm trying to. Breadcrumbs. So they at least can't legally say I didn't say what I said. But just with the hats and things, it was just, it hit in a way that I just didn't understand. Like I didn't know that my creation could impact people to where they could feel like it's a resonating type of thing. The brown hat was a success, the green hat was a success. It was so damn good, we had to literally like re-release it the following year just because everybody was so mad they couldn't get it the first time. And it's kind of like coming to like the sneaker apps thing, like, whenever we're all moving as a team and like properly marketing and stuff like that, because we're still a growing business. We got learning curves and things that we got to grow up in as a whole, as a unit. But when we're all on the same accord, there's nothing we can't accomplish. And like those snapbacks have become a thing that like people like to collect. Like it's a household type of thing now. It's like people feel like, yo, like I got to get every single one that you drop. Like actually we have one, what's today's date?
I want to say the 25th, 26th.
Something like that. Well, we got one dropping on the 27th. No, I'm sorry, the 28th. The 28th of this month, which is very exciting.
Lit.
So this would be our sixth.
What color is that? Didn't the purple one just drop?
Yeah, we had a selling purple one that just dropped, and that would drop
tight.
a canary yellow one.
Ayy.
And then following month, we got something crazy dropping. It's a special one, so I'm excited for everybody to see that too.
Is it gonna have like a fall theme? Because I saw one had like the Christmas theme. These colors that's been releasing have like a summer vibe.
Yeah, okay.
Is it gonna hit for the fall? Fall is fashion heavy now.
I got you. I'm sitting there like, check it out. Like, so I signed a contract, so I can only say so much. Which I'm not gonna lie, I'm thankful. Like I signed contracts, but sometimes that shit sucks. Because as a creative, you just want to sit there and tell the world like, this is what I'm on.
Yeah.
But this one is a collab with a heavy hitting name in the hat world. So it's gonna have some elements of him. It's gonna have some elements of us. It's gonna have some elements of the city that we're releasing it in.
Okay.
And it's gonna hit. It's gonna be a unique color hat that people don't really see often. And it's gonna be a side patch and stuff like that. And some more. We actually might have some more stuff than just the hat with it. So it's exciting to see. But we're just gonna let time tell. But hopefully, the game plans are dropping next month. So hopefully everybody gets to see it.
That's lit, man. And that's amazing to see all the success, like I said, that you've had with them. I hadn't seen a hat release have people lined up like it's a Jordan ever. That was history for me at least. So what?
Shit.
And that's with Good Times. So like, how did you get with Good Times?
Sure. That was another thing that God just did. Like honestly, I got to give all that credit to God on all these things because I was working in Chattanooga at Scout at the time, and like we kind of knew that the ship was crashing. And like you don't know what your next play is. Like I had some conversations with the owner at Good Times. It wasn't about me like switching teams or nothing, but it was more like in the sense of he wanted to help on the project. I really was rocking with his vision. I really enjoyed the friendship we were starting to build at the time and stuff like that. So we reached out and worked together on this Japanese pop-up. So he had this pop-up in Japan, in Tokyo.
Hold on, pause. You working on pop-ups in Japan?
I didn't go to Japan.
Put some respect.
That's my dream place to go.
Granddaddy's name.
But truthfully, it was just like he had this pop-up and he's just like, yo, I really wanted to design some merch. So we designed a long sleeve shirt and it sold out. Look, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, shit, Japan. But it was a magical moment, which then kind of like formed this unification. So I signed on to the team 2020, I believe, like somewhere in January. I can't remember the exact date. I want to say January 28th.
Yeah.
It sounds right, but shit, I could be capping. I don't know.
Okay.
But around January 28th of 2020, and it's kind of been like history since then.
That's lit. Where you see y'all going next? Like, what's next for y'all? Other than hats, of course, I know the hats are going to continue to elevate.
Oh.
But like, what is the ultimate goal with Good
Yeah,
Times?
I'm not no fucking one-trick pony. Nah, like, it's so funny. Like, people are like kind of boxing me as this hat guy type of thing, but it's just like we want you to like really have that hat thing embedded in your mind. So when we start hitting you with this other stuff,
Yeah.
it's just like all these things are like, you know, they got their own cult following.
Yeah.
So I would honestly say the next thing is a worker jacket. That's the next thing. Like me and another member of the Good Times team, Justice. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Justice. We worked really hard on this worker jacket, and actually this is the worker jacket. But we're really excited to have everybody see it. We got a bracelet that's kind of got previewed recently. It's a friends and family bracelet. But you know, if you guys get on our nerves enough, maybe we might drop it to the general public. We don't know. We got a few things. We got a few things that I can't obviously say for other reasons, but the idea is to turn merch into a whole clothing line.
Okay.
You know, and hopefully I'm blessed enough to be able to see that full fruition happen. You know, but I don't try to put too much on that pressure and just try to be in the moment and just really create what I can create.
I got you. You remind me of an artist, but I want you to guess. What artist do you think you remind me of?
Miles. I feel like I remind me of like Miles.
Grandpa.
I don't know why.
Grandpa.
It's just something about this guy
Grandpa.
named Miles
It ain't
J.M.
always
just like
about
really
you,
making
Grandpa.
sense. You said I remind you of an artist. I just
You
thought it was that
remind me
artist.
of another artist, Grandpa.
All right, who is this artist?
I want you to take a wild guess.
I did. That was my guess.
Other than yourself, Grandpa.
Damn, well, I don't really see my art style naturally. Like, not even on the air.
No, I'm not saying that your
Okay.
style is like somebody's, but on like a genius level and creativity
I definitely don't
included.
think I'm a genius. Not even to downplay myself. I
No.
just don't think. I don't.
You gotta think futuristic, like
I feel you.
starting with the fashion that it can grow to many different types.
I feel you. The
Of
reason
things.
this fashion is the way it is I put that 10,000 hours in. I've been doing this since I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
So that's why the fashion is. But the reason I won't say I'm a genius, by no means, not even just because of a form of worried about being arrogant. It's just like, I've not gotten to show any of my real potential in this yet. It's like I have to almost like hold back because most of the time when I sign on with these jobs, most of these people won't let me just go fully loose because of a form of control or things of that nature.
Yeah.
So it's like eventually I'm working on an avenue to where I can have a creative agency to where I can really just get crazy with this.
That's like the ultimate goal.
Yeah, so then when y'all see that, that's when we can come back to this conversation.
Yeah,
All
so you're a
right.
genius.
You're like, bro, you a genius. I'm like, all right, I appreciate you. I
You
appreciate
might as
you.
well speak into existence as my
Oh, it's gonna happen. There ain't no question about it. I don't doubt anything that I say in this world anymore. Like, I know my work ethic, I know my God-given talent, and I know God and me are gonna get that job done. So I'm not worried about it not happening. It's just, you gotta be patient because it doesn't move on my time, it moves on the world's time. So that's kind of how I try to look at it.
I got you. You still didn't answer my question. And we not moving forward.
I don't
till you
know
answer
the
my question.
artist. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta at least make a guess other than yourself.
Man, okay, look, I fully, 100%, this is my disclaimer.
Okay, you say what?
This is my disclaimer. I fully 100% disagree with this one, but everybody keeps saying I remind them of this Chattanooga for real, and I'm like, I don't know how the hell that's.
Slick though.
I don't know how the hell we getting this.
Slick, but I was
Pharrell
gonna say Kanye.
is God tier. Kanye is a master.
I was
Like,
gonna say Kanye.
he is truly Walt Disney, yo. Like the way he views life
Man.
is so immaculate. There's no way
But the
I
crazy part though, don't say that. Don't even, you can't even
can.
say
No,
that.
I
You
have
can't
no
even say that on the
conceptual
mic
viewpoint
with
of
me.
that currently.
You can't even say that on the mic with me. Like,
Nah.
I think it all starts small and it builds from there because, like you said, you have so many avenues and so many things that you want to put your hands into, but right now, the creativity has been a little bit stifled. So once you get to that level where you can
I hear
do
you.
whatever you want to do, oh my gosh, like you're going to be tapping into
It's not
so
gonna be
many
yay
different
level.
things.
I honestly would like to say I'm a John Mayer. If I had to put myself as an artist, like John Mayer is also like one of my favorite fashion influencers, influences of all time. But John Mayer, the way he approaches things and the way he's at a form of wabi sabi and peace with it all.
Okay.
That's how I feel like I am, and I feel like
Peace with it.
yeah, it's just like he creates on a beautiful level. It's like it's no speed, it's no rush. It's like when he gives you what he gives you, it's like you just bask it all in. I understand John Mayer probably went over a lot of people's heads and didn't expect me to say that, but
For real.
that's how I
They're gonna be
look at it.
looking them up after this.
Yeah, I definitely know I'm not no damn Kanye. Like Kanye is a marvel. Like honestly, I feel like we should embrace it and like be so in love with the things that he creates. Because even if we don't understand it, like that shit is 100% a unique form of how we look at it. And I feel like Pharrell, on the other hand, Pharrell's sonic ear is just immaculate. And I feel like Pharrell's always just been this daring person. And I wouldn't say I'm that fully. Like, I don't feel like I push the limits of something new. I just think I have this ability to take something old and pay true homage to it and modernize it.
Okay.
So that's why I feel like I wouldn't be neither one of those at all. But that's the one I get all the time. Now, who was the person you was gonna say? Straight up Kanye?
Kanye.
Oh, I thought you had a backup one.
No, it was straight up Kanye. Like I said, it was basically off the creativity. If you had those resources at the age that he got that, with the mentors and the people around him, I think that you would be equal or either supersede.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we to have those. I mean, the resources is one thing, but it's like to have the mentorship. I think I would want that way more than I want the resources. I can create my own resources. Mentorship is key.
Yeah, but he had both.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I did not have a lot of mentors in this growing up. I mean, going into this, I found them as time progressed a little bit, but truthfully, a lot of this is me thugging. Like I was like, I really would say like, shout out to my homie Joe. Like me and him work on a lot of the Mad projects, the Marvel stuff that you've seen. That's probably like my closest mentor in the game, besides like my friend Justice. Like me and my cousin Juice, we do this together, so I guess you can look at it as kind of a mentorship, but it's more of a partnership in that.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say Joe is probably my greatest mentor in all of this.
That's lit. That's super lit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if I told you his resume, you'd be like, damn, Miles, get off here so we can go interview him. That man is elite.
No, like I said, y'all, it all makes sense. Everybody needs everybody in some type of way, you know, some type of shape, form, or fashion. So
for the disclaimer, I meant mentor in like the art, fashion world, not in the sense of like life. I've had a lot of mentors in life. I've been blessed enough to have that.
That's good. That's super good. You want to say anything about any mentors?
Yeah. Shout out to Rashard Williams. I mean, sorry, I'm gonna call him Mr. Williams. We put my respect on that name. Mr. Williams, Mr. Julius Dobbs, my father, my mother. Like, I've been blessed enough to just have people who truly love me, like through and through. So I've had their guidance most of my life. So I mean, obviously my parents my whole life, but you know, like the other ones most of my life. So I've been thankful to have that.
Okay. Do you think that like affects your art?
Yeah, because they help me understand who I am as a man. I feel like in order for you to create, you got to know who you are for real. Like, because if you don't know who you are, you won't have your own style. You'll just be looking like everybody else. But once you find like a full form of who you are, you can create whatever you want to create, and it's going to look like you. And nobody's going to ever have to question that. And I think a lot of people felt that. I think we all start off at this stage, like, I mean, obviously it even comes with fashion. Like, we all start off this stage seeing somebody that we like and how they dress and want to mimic that. And then at some point you got to stop mimicking and be your own person in it. And I think a lot of people stop there. And for me, when it came to creating, it's like, yeah, you know, look at like certain artists. Like, I love looking at Basquiat when I was younger. I love looking at like Andy Warhol, Calls. I don't want to butcher his name, so I'm going to just say the company, but Fragment, like, you know, Salhi, like all these people. Like, I looked at a lot of these, Joe Freshgoods, like I looked at a lot of these people throughout my career, and I've been very inspired, but I know who I am, so it doesn't make me look like my work is their work.
I got you.
So that's the beauty of it.
I think you do have to study the greats without, you know, mimicking them in that essence. I think that discipline and certain processes can be not copied, but kind of repeated, so you can reach a certain level of success.
Exactly. You got to learn somewhere though.
But yeah, as far as like the 100% style that they have, that's their identity.
Got you. All right. So you're a world-renowned artist, so people know about you. So who would you say is like the big people that you looked up to? Let me guess, Lauryn Hill, for sure.
Why? How you know Lauryn Hill?
I could just hear.
You're a grandpa.
Lauryn Hill. I feel like there's a little bit of an Erykah Badu up in
A little bit.
I feel like there's
you on point.
This might be a stretch. I feel like there's a little bit of Queen Latifah up in there, just a little bit.
That's a little stretch. That's a little stretch.
But I can see some of the cadences and how you approach it.
Okay.
You know, I feel like there's, that's a reach. Never mind. I was just gonna hit you with a Kanye bar. I was just trying to find out how I can sneak Kanye into this so I can return the favor.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Those are some great women that have inspired me, but mainly R&B.
I can see that.
Listen to a lot of R&B.
So probably like some Aaliyah, some Brandy,
all of that.
some Monica,
Mary J.
Brandy, I Want to Be Down is my favorite song of all time.
For real?
All time. There's no matter.
Boy.
Facts, for sure. But there is nowhere in the world that
Look at your friend. Look at your best friend.
Hey, there's nowhere in the world you can go. Well, Brandy, I Want to Be Down comes on, and I'm not singing along.
And you have.
Okay, you have a great day, okay?
Man, man.
I made some new friends earlier.
Yeah,
I was on time, but I parked very far, so I was late.
Yep, a little sorry for the party, but all is well.
Party ain't popping till I got here.
Oh, okay then.
So,
I mean, Marcherie was here, so technically it was popping when I'm here.
Allegedly, but okay.
Ooh.
We weren't here. I wasn't here to see.
All right, Grandpa. All right, Grandpa. You see how it was.
Yeah.
You said people was waiting at the door.
For me.
At the door.
They was like, we miss you, Miles. Where have you been?
No. The party been jumping. You taught it. But,
John seen it, ain't that right, John? You seen it. You witnessed it. I appreciate you, bro.
Watch out.
What y'all don't see on camera is he nodded his head and give me a thumb.
He really
Y'all missed
did.
that moment.
He thumbs down.
Y'all missed that moment. It was a magical moment. I was like, he understood me.
Watch out, watch out. But yeah, tell me some more good stuff, man. Like, what's next?
That's the weirdest question ever.
I need to know what's next.
Yeah.
People need to know what's next. We know a little bit about you. We know a little bit about who inspired you. We've learned about some things.
Y'all know
in
who
the city
inspired me
you're
from
working
an
on.
artistic perspective. There's people who in real life that inspire me. Like Tiana, she inspires me. Like my best friend Travis, Juice. Like they inspire me a lot. Like I wouldn't be shit in this world. Like not in this world, excuse me. I wouldn't be shit in this like creative world if it wasn't for like my older brother John August. Like he believed in me when none of them really believed in me. Not saying like the people before, but like when nobody was really like cheering me on. Like him and this guy named Tim Tolliver, like, they both were just like rooting for my ass. Like they wanted me to get this W. Like I said, I've been doing clothes for a while. So like they was back when I was fresh out of high school rooting for me. And like me and John probably did some illegal things to make some shit shake so we could fund the first couple projects. But thankfully, you know, like he was willing to risk that for me. I didn't ask him once. He just believed in me that much. So those people are definitely some inspirations. Like I gotta be thankful for like some people in my past and my present. Like, you know, I don't know, it's just a lot of regular people have inspired me. My godchild inspires me, my younger sister, my younger brother, they both inspire me. Like, you know, my parents, obviously, like I wouldn't be shit without my parents, you know, like a lot of those things. So
That's real.
I think people fail to realize that. If I didn't say your name, bro, I am so sorry. Like, I mean, shout out to my boy Justice, he dropped a shoe. Oh God, I should have brought the shoe.
He dropped the shoe?
Yeah, he dropped the shoe. That shit was amazing. I want y'all to like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna show you afterwards. But like he designed this fucking phenomenal shoe, him and Trevor, and this shit was immaculate.
Y'all gotta show me this. Why
I
y'all
wore
ain't tell
this.
me? John,
I
why you
wore
ain't tell
this
me?
shoe. It's not his Justice. It's not
Oh,
his
it's
homeboy
another
Justice. It's a
Justice.
different Justice.
Oh, okay.
But like, he's the one that I've done the bracelets, the jacket, and all that stuff with at Good Times. But like I've wore this shoe 30 days straight. And like, if I'm not wearing that shoe, I'm wearing
Man,
this
you
with
gotta
Christos.
show me a picture of that when we finish.
For sure. Shit is always on my story, but nah, it's just that was so inspiring to see. And yeah.
Hold on, pause. We gotta talk about your story. You do these ratchet trivias.
Okay, all right.
You know what? Tell the people
Okay,
how you got us out here.
Two more people that inspire me.
looking
Darius
embarrassed.
Cosby inspires me.
AT.
And yeah, facts. Shout out to him. And damn, I got a few more. Damn, I got a lot of people that inspire me. That's motherfucking crazy. Shout out to Brian. That's my OG. He know who he is. The king of sneakers. That's what we tend to call him from time to time. You know, there's a lot of people that inspire me. But all right, the ratchet trivias. The ratchet trivias came from. I'm stuck in an era musically. I gotta call it what it is. I listen to some of this young music. I'm not saying that I ain't feeling it.
Yeah.
But it ain't the thing that hits for me the same way that like my nostalgia music was.
Yeah.
Like when we was all growing up type of shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, it came from that. Like I have this very sophisticated side where, you know, I can perform verbal elegancy when I'm talking at times. I don't know if that's a full term, but it sounded good. You know, I was gonna be like,
I knew what you meant.
I was gonna hit you with some, like my linguistics is kind of different, but nevertheless, a lot of people think I'm just a sweet, like wholesome kid that just listens to all this like kids bop shit, and it's like,
Yeah, you
hell
like
no.
you listen to Kids Bop.
All right. So what I was talking about is like, I went into high school for architecture and stuff. Then I was like, this math shit was just overwhelming. Like I'm very good at math. When architecture, you have to be precise, and I'm not a precise human being. It just doesn't feel right with me. So then when I went into college, I went for originally I went for psychology. So I'm looking back at these moments now. I'm like, this is why my designs hit the way they hit. But I went for psychology, and then at that point, the school that I was at, I just wasn't feeling fulfilled in the lessons I was getting in psychology, so I just stopped going to class, which is not a good thing, but I'm just calling it what it is. So I got introduced to graphic design. Graphic design was not even for fucking clothes. It was to design movie posters. That's what I wanted to do. So that's why I'm like, people don't even know how vicious I am with this stuff. Like, if I showed y'all like really what I can graphic design, you'd be like, damn, why are you doing clothes? Let's go do that. Like, this is way better. But the reason I'm saying all that is because like, that's how my designs led to what they are currently. Like now looking back at it, it's like architecture helped me be structured, like to understand how the structuring of the shirt works or the garment works or whatever I'm making, like to find balance in things and to make sure it has an equal flow. But then the psychology in me made me understand like what colors can mean to somebody and like seeing how people look at things or how they emotionally feel when they grab these things and price points and stuff like that. And then this level of, you know, graphic design that I have, like, in making movie posters, it's like you have to be so off the wall sometimes in thinking, but it's all got a purpose. Like everything that you put in a movie poster has a purpose.
Right.
And it's just like, it helped me wrap up all these things into when I'm designing the things that I'm designing. So that's why I was talking about my like background in that. Now, other than that, I do not remember where we left off at, because you failed to realize like cameras went out and stuff, so we had to have a brief intermission and stuff like that, smoke break. Grandma's arthritis was kicking in. It was really rough to watch. Her knee was acting up. She put a knee brace on. So sorry, you guys, if we just seem a little off from the last thing we were just saying.
Oh my God.
It was sad. Like I really wish y'all would have seen that. She pulled a cane out. I didn't even know she had a cane.
You gonna talk about me like that?
Hey, that knee bracelet, it's got glitter on it. It's
He
got
always trying to
bedazzles
down
on it.
me. He always trying to down me. In
I
that
ain't
way,
never
but
seen a pink
that's why
knee
I
bracelet
said,
with
if y'all
bedazzles.
see me on his page at the Real Ghetto, you know, he deserves it. It was all earned, you know. It was some things that needed to be said.
I don't want nothing in this world I didn't earn.
That's what it should be. So that's our relationship, y'all. Speaking of relationships.
What's up? I plead the fifth, whatever the question is.
Speaking of relationships,
I
now I was just gonna
plead
tell you,
the
like,
fifth.
well, I was gonna ask, like, what's the dating scene in like Chattanooga?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know what you're asking.
You don't know
me
what the
for.
dating scene in Chattanooga
Don't
is
nobody
like?
want my dusty ass.
Don't
Like, I ain't
nobody want
shit.
you?
No, hell no. It's cool. Like, I mean,
Man, from what you said earlier,
no
you
comments.
said that
I
you
plead the
said-
fifth.
You said,
I plead the
Grandpa, don't even
fifth.
forget.
I plead the
You said
fifth.
they were wilding in them DMs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They weren't wilding in them DMs.
Ew. All I said was a little bit of ask me something on Instagram. Shit went left.
Yeah, that is pretty much it, though.
I don't know what the dating scene is like. I'm just happy. That's what I'm happy. Talking to somebody, it's a very, very peaceful thing.
That's good. That's super good. How is she?
She is phenomenal. I mentioned her earlier, so you had to play it back to hear her name. But she's phenomenal. She's helped me grow a lot.
That's good.
I'm extremely thankful for her. Honestly, you know, I'm that weird type of guy that's like thankful for all the women that got me here type of shit. So it's like without none of those women, I couldn't be the person that I was, because it's like they helped me. They were patient when I was immature,
Gotcha.
when I was growing up, and they guided me in some form or some fashion. So I'm extremely thankful for all of them. But to answer your question, I plead the damn fifth.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
What, did you meet her here? Did you meet her here? in
Yeah,
Chat?
for sure.
So the dating scene at that bad then?
Nigga, we didn't even meet on some dating shit. I was in a whole nother relationship. We was just
Hold on,
homies. No, I wasn't.
Hold on,
what?
No.
Hell no, bro. I cheated when I was 17. I'd never do that shit again, bro. To see a woman heart break that hard because you was being immature and feeling yourself, I'd never do that again.
That's
that shit
real.
is over with. But when it comes to like her, it was just like we was just all same friend circle. So I met her through the friend circle type of shit. It wasn't even on no scheming stuff or nothing like that. It was just, honestly, we were like two opposites, complete opposites.
Gotcha.
So we were just cool. We just had a similar, we just had a common love for movies, and that was just what we talked about. And it just kind of became this organic thing. So
That's real. That's real. I
like
understand.
I said, I just take it one day at a time. I don't really think about the dating shit or nothing like that. I'm just more worried about the connections you have with people type of thing.
That's real.
And I know my connection with her is pretty immaculate. So
Aw.
I greatly appreciate her.
Grandpa's
You
in
know.
love, y'all.
In fact,
Grandpa's in
I
love.
can definitely, I would definitely say it's on a form of being in love, but definitely loving. There's no question about it.
That's real.
I give up a real. Like I've only been able to, honestly, in my life, in true, actual form of love, I've only loved 5 women my entire life.
5. It's kind of a lot though.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yo, never mind. We on camera. I was about to say, if I told y'all the other stuff I've done, like y'all be like, man, 5 is light, fool. Like you should have way more. 5.
Okay.
Let me hold on.
You a lover boy though. That goes back to you being a lover boy
5.
because
For sure, 5.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot. But I mean, that's
And I'm thankful
real.
for all 5 of those women. I to this day love them to the end of time.
That's real.
There's nothing they can, ask me that I wouldn't do my best to help them in.
That's real. You seem like a kind of good guy, Grandpa. Kinda. Heavy on the kinda.
Trash.
It's the kinda for me.
I'm hot garbage.
It's the kinda for me.
No, that's a question you might have to interview all them. Shit.
Nah, we good.
Honestly,
we gone.
outside of, truthfully, out of all 5 of them, I'm in touch with 4 of them, so I'm still cool with 4 of them.
You are.
Yeah, I don't believe in like burnt bridges type of thing.
That's real.
I also realize like at our age group, a lot of people just want to go have fun, and I kind of been more structured to have fun, but also like I have like a certain type of level of emotional maturity to where it's like, yo, like we got this type of structure, we can go do whatever the fuck we want to do. But structure, like we need a foundation type of thing. Like was really be friends, was really, like learn each other type of thing. And then at that point, we can do whatever the hell you want to do. You want to go get drunk and get on top of tables and just say fuck the club, we can.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't care. If you want to go and be out until like 5 o'clock in the morning, I don't care. Because once you got that bond, you ain't questioning nothing no more. It is what it is. So that's why like I don't know. Like I don't nowadays I definitely don't date often.
That's real.
I don't. It's too exhausting.
I agree. Do you know why I asked you about the day life in
Why? Because
Chattanooga?
you just want to set me up and
No, because with people who are highly successful, it's like usually they don't find that balance.
Oh my God, no, I
And
do not have it. I don't have it.
So I was gonna say, how do you do it?
I don't.
That was the main question,
Bro,
but we got way off track.
I blame you. I told you I
way
pleaded the
off
fifth, and
track.
then you tried to set me up for
So
the
the
kill.
main question is a work-life balance. Like I know I struggle with it myself. I struggle with
It's so
with
horrible,
giving
isn't
these
it?
men attention.
It's so horrible.
It's hard,
Like the
especially
thing is,
when they don't do what you do.
yeah, I'm a king at communicating because I understand people's feelings are invested when you're dating.
Right.
So it's like my thing is like if I'm gonna be busy that day, I'm gonna tell you, yo, I'm gonna be busy that day. So if
Yeah.
I'm not texting at this time, my apologies.
Yeah.
And, and I'm like my thing is like when I'm dating somebody, I want to be able to hear your voice at one point of that day.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta be no long ass time. It's just like I wanted to hear how your day was. Hopefully you ask me how my day is because I don't like interjecting like stuff like. Hopefully you tell me how my day, ask me how my day is. And it's like, if it's gotta be that, it's just gotta be that. If we're in the same city, I'd love to see you maybe 3 times a week. If we could be more, it'd be more. But this shit is ghetto.
It's the ghetto.
Bro, like, they don't get it. Cause it's like, it's not a 9 to 5 type of shit. So they thinking whenever they free, you free. I'm like, hey, how that shit work, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, just cause I'm just at the house don't mean I ain't working type of thing.
Right.
So, nah, that shit ass.
Wow. So you don't have any advice for us?
Hell no, shit, I'm figuring this out myself. You find
So we
something
all
out?
in the ghetto by
Yeah,
ourselves.
facts. Put me on game.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. Whoever hears this, and if y'all
It's a
have
woman with patience.
work-life balance, and you're an entrepreneur, you don't qualify.
I'm not an entrepreneur. I got a regular ass job.
I mean, but still,
Good
I
times
feel
is
like
a regular ass job. They pay me bi-weekly.
I feel like it has the entrepreneur vibes.
It sure does
It's
because I
not
create
like
my own
the
schedule
go
for
in,
sure.
clock
For
in
sure,
type
for sure,
stuff.
for sure.
So same with me. Like I got a job, but I got all the entrepreneur vibes.
Okay, so question. Going back to this dating thing, do you feel like it's the person with patience that gets you at the end? I feel like that's what it's going to be for me. The person who truly has patience, because it's like, look, I'm building this shit so we can figure this out. As long as I'm communicating with you, just have patience with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna make it all work. Make it all worthwhile. You just gotta have patience.
I agree. I think a patient person is more understanding.
Yeah, I'm the patient person normally though. That's the problem. I'm like, I need you to be the patient motherfucker, not me. So I got patience, but you need to have patience with me.
And when you say patience, what does that look like to you?
Understanding, like let's say like I gotta hop on the phone real quick. Cause like our jobs are like demanding at times.
Yeah.
So let's say I gotta hop on the phone real quick. You ain't mad. You just like, I understand he doing this for that. Like, even if it's maybe not at the best convenient time, like patience with that, like patience with just communicating and just like working together. Like dating wise, bro, it's so rare to find somebody who really trying to work with you.
Yeah.
They want you to be in their convenience box. They don't really try to, I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know how to word that shit. And I just know so many people, like I know we talked off camera earlier, I ain't gonna mention the person, but it's just like, I don't like people who act like they ain't doing shit. Like, be accountable, bro. If I'm a grown ass man and I can be accountable for all my actions and I can communicate shit and I can take fault even when I know it ain't my fault. If you come less than that, don't text me.
Yeah, that's real.
And I guess to play off your joke earlier, don't DM me if you ain't nasty. That's it. Just leave me alone.
Hey, that's real. That's real. That's real.
I think I made a post the other day. If you stay away if you sick, come over if you thick type of thing.
Oh
like,
my
just,
God.
I don't know, this shit.
What, and your girl letting you post all this?
She accepts me for who I am.
You a thought.
I'm a former thought. Former thought.
A former thought.
Former thought.
You chilling out.
She's calming me down. And you know, hopefully we can find a form to where it's a relationship. But you know, like until then, like, you know.
You just gonna be a little thottish. And then when you get in a relationship, then you gonna cut all your thotties out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the thotties don't leave me alone sometimes, though.
Okay.
Because, you know, I don't publicly do all that. But at this current moment in life, you know, I don't know what the relationship status is. I can't say it's like dead on, like together, but, you know, it ain't dead on single anymore. So, I don't know. I'm enjoying life, she enjoying life, and we figuring it out.
I mean, that's good. Like I said, the main reason of the question is the work-life balance. Like,
that shit is
define
ass,
compatibility, because I think that's important. I know I've dated, but compatibility has always been a downfall.
All right, so what do you feel like you need?
Basically, like
we on the
said,
Love Jones section now. What's up? How can I help you find Mr. Right?
The main. Oh my gosh! I don't need no help in that now. I'm just done now. But
hey.
The main thing
Blessed
is
and highly favored is what I just heard.
You're right. I am blessed highly favored. I think one of the main components is compatibility.
Okay.
I think
you feel like they gotta have the same work life as you, type of thing.
You don't have to have the same work life. And I don't say you have to be an entrepreneur either, but it has to work. We have to find some type of balance that works well for us together. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I think that, like you said, I run into a lot of where they're free when I'm not free, or they want a lot of attention.
Oh, Jesus, motherfucker.
I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I've been doing a lot. So, you know, it's like,
preach.
But it's even worse for me because women are like super thoughts. Like, nothing against women. I love women, no homo. But, you know, like, women are giving them attention.
Yeah. So if a man feels like he's
if he
attention,
feel like
I can
he
feel
ain't getting
that.
no attention, then
Bro,
it's like,
dead ass went through that. Just went through that.
It's like,
no comment.
dang,
I've gone through that
I think that's the main issue. I'm one of them people where I don't even want to be on the phone that much. Pull up on me. You can see what I'm doing.
Facts.
Like, just
so you invite him to you would invite him to your world.
You come to my world. You come to the office. You come to my crib.
Do you try to go to his world?
If I can.
Like,
if that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you feel like he has to invite you, or do you feel like, dang, I like him enough that I want to just be a part of that? So let me make some initiative.
No, I 100%, like, I'm kind of traditional. So I 100% try to be an asset to him in some type of way. So I think of my skills and how can I help him. So,
I don't know what that shit like.
So I'm going to automatically be thinking like, boom, baby, do this. So, and I do this. So, yo, do you need help with da-da-da-da-da? Or
yeah, I've never experienced that in dating.
Like,
I've experienced it in relationships. I've never experienced that dating. Nobody just being like off rip, like, hey, I see you getting this W. How can, like, figure it out to where it could be a we and a...
Because that's the ultimate goal. With me, that's the ultimate goal. So I try to better advance them. And even if it don't work out, I don't want nothing back. I'm not thinking I made you. Like, we still cool. It just is what it is. So I don't know. I think a lot of men I run across either just want me to stop what I'm doing and 100% support them, or either they don't come into my world and I can't come into their world because of whatever the issue is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So compatibility is my main issue.
My past experiences have showed me that, like, either women want me to come save them. Like, I got a motherfucking cape on. Like, they be like, yo, you got some like a mental health.
Niggas do that too, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I don't date niggas though. So I don't speak from dating women.
I got you.
So, like, I've either dated the women that, like, try to come save me from want me to come save them from their situations in the form of, like, because of they see me trying to emotionally get better in the sense of going to therapy and things of that nature, just like, damn, I like that energy. I want to be around it, like, help me. And they won't admit it all the time.
Yeah.
Or I look like the trophy guy. It's like, damn, he got everything going. I guess they find me attractive. I don't see how, but you know, he's got the style, the way he carries himself, his charisma. In that case, so they just really want to keep me around, but it's never like, it's very rare where it's like a partnership. So, question on this dating thing, we can just hop off of this because I'm like, bro, I'm gonna probably talk myself into a ditch at some point. Probably somebody gonna hear this and be like, so that's how you felt my house? Like, okay, that's all you needed. Let me know. Cause I get the DMs when they be like, man, I shot my shot a year ago. I'm like, what you say? You go back and look at it and be like, you need to get your little ugly ass over here. I'm like, that was your shot?
But we women, so you gotta think, a woman ain't gonna shoot a shot at a man.
It's so wild. But my big thing is communication. But question, like, have you ever heard like the 3 worlds type of thing? Like a relationship should have 3 worlds?
I haven't.
So
teach me.
I don't remember where I learned this from. I feel like I learned this from like a mentor a long time ago. But you should have your own world. He should have his own world, and then you should have your world together.
Right.
So at the end of the day, when y'all are together, that's y'all world together.
Right.
But you are still able to go out and be with your girls. You can still have his world on your own. He can still do the same thing, type of thing. I rarely in my life have I experienced that shit. It's always, it starts off the 3 worlds, shorty loving it. But once she started having this world with us together, she like, man, nigga, you can't go back to your world. You over here, like. And I'm like, dang, we still got this world, but when I'm like off over here, you want me to be all over here all the time. So it's like you start losing your identity type of shit.
I see what you're saying. I think that's easy for both parties. The only time that I've agreed with that statement is when I've dated a man and his world was sloth. Like his friends were not it. Like when his people were like bringing him down, or either like some bums, I would just be like, you need new friends. Or like, look, you need to go do A, B, C, and D. And that's kind of hard to tell a man what you need to do, but I can't, if I love you and I care about you, I can't ignore the fact that I'm gonna keep progressing and you finna get stuck.
I can understand that. I can respect that a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the only time where I've been like, nah, like you need to be in my world, or you need to go find a new world. That's the only issue. But other than that, if you got progressive friends and y'all doing y'all thing and y'all kicking it, and y'all ain't always gotta be on nothing progressive. Y'all can kick it and have fun.
My big thing is like when we in the middle world though, like between the 3, when it's like just the me and her world, I want that to just be the locked in moment. I don't want to bring work in there. Like I don't want to talk about none of that shit. I just want to be like, I've taught myself to, like, I'm not perfect at it, but I teach myself to not bring work home.
That's good.
So it's like whenever I'm dating or whenever I'm with somebody, it's like when I'm with them, I try to do my best. I mean, I know sometimes my job is demanding, but like when it's not, I just try to be locked in. Like I don't want to talk about work and business and shit. I just want to get to know you type of shit. But I've experienced women who say they want to get to know you and don't put no fucking effort in, then they looking at you like, it's your fault I don't know you. It's like, nigga, what? Yeah, facts. I'm just like, how that work? But you know, it's that accountability shit, and a lot of people lack that and don't want to have the conversations. Nobody want to have the tough talks nowadays. And that's why I'm thankful for, like, you know, the woman that's in my life currently is like, she wants to have the tough conversations.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I don't know where it's gonna take us, you know, but at least I know from now on, if it is her or not her, I deserve that. I deserve somebody who wants to have them conversations with me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just make it mandatory. Gotta be transparent.
100%.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's real okay. We can be done with the relationship. I think we did talk about something that was.
We gonna look back and I'm be like, damn, why did I say all that shit?
I think we did talk about some things that were, you know, edifying for the audience to, you know, take on and maybe apply in their own relationship.
Anything, take the relationship, snip it out, and just make that a whole little.
Oh my God.
A whole nother love. The thing is, like, if y'all want to hear how he thinks about relationships, go to this next video.
So you want me to cut it out? Oh my God.
It is what it is. I said what I said. I gotta stand on that.
You got to. So. You're a man. You got to stand on that. But man, honestly, I appreciate you for taking the time to drop some stuff. I feel like we can go on for like another hour or two. I feel like this has like episodes, but
dang, I gotta get some gems, don't I? I gotta drop some gems for people.
Yeah, you definitely already did, and
I can give you like one of my greatest life lessons I've always learned. You cannot control nothing in this world but yourself. So you can never sit there and just be like, oh, it's such and such fault, this didn't work. You can't control nothing but yourself. And if you can do that, you help find yourself a lot more peace in life.
That's real.
And it helps you show you how much farther you can get in life when you realize it's just you. So we're filming this in August. I've been doing 31 days of 100%.
Yeah.
So I literally been putting 100% into everything. I read at least an hour a day. I work out at least an hour a day. I go to therapy every week. Like, It's 100%. Like, it's not just in work. Don't get me wrong, I've created some amazing shit that I can't show the world because of contracts and stuff. But like, it's more than just work. It was like, put the work into yourself, because yourself is gonna take you way farther than your next hot idea. It's you, because it's like my ability is like, clout or whatever can get you in the room, but your work ethic gonna keep you in the room. And when you get out that room, bro, that shit is hell. So you might as well keep your ass in this room. So I guess that would be it.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. I appreciate you, Grandpa, aka
Thank you,
Miles.
I appreciate you.
Man.
Big 52.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it is. It is about that time. I am about 52. Oh Lord. But,
Facts. If anybody loves me and they listening to this podcast, just shoot me a text and say I did a great job or I did a trash job. And if you really love me, if you really love me, on Christmas I want some more visible crystals. That's all I want. I'm a size large in crystals, a size extra large in shamans. Fuck with your boy.
Alright then. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. This was supposed to go in the spring cleaning series, but the Mac crashed.
Who's Mac? Who's Mac crashed? Oh, okay.
My Mac crashed.
Grand had a
hold on, but Grand
had a
went
2001 MacBook.
No.
That shit broke.
I went and bossed up and went and bought another one, you know, and got it customized. So we end up like swimwear, baby. So we're gonna make it shake. We're gonna keep growing our businesses, and we're gonna make Chattanooga a better place.
For sure. Shout out to the city. Without the city, it wouldn't be any miles. So.
We love it here. We here.
Shout out to the city.
We out here.